What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. Ain't it Monday? Yeah, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What's the tea and what is going on, you guys? I am here fresh from the Whether You Like It or Not panel, y'all. I am definitely here. I was supposed to do this live earlier today, but we had a visitor today, and we had Carl ass was over here again today, so I didn't really get the chance to really do this live. And on top of that, I had fallen asleep while Carl was over here and all this shit, so I didn't really get a chance to really do this live. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna push it back till after the Whether You Like It or Not panel. You know, I'm gonna do that. And plus, I had went out to eat earlier today and stuff like that. So with one of my castmates, we were hanging out outside of the cameras and shit like that. Because let me tell y'all something. Me being on this damn web reality show, being in front of the cameras can be overstimulating sometimes. Like we ain't got to just hang out for the cameras. Like, come on, let's go get a bite to eat today. You know, let's really get to know each other for real outside of the cameras. Like that's just me. Like, I don't know if some of these people are going to be friends of mine during this process, you know, because these are new people. I don't really know them like that. But one in particular, one of the newbies in particular are really my friend, is really my friend. But like the rest of them, I don't know them and I'm getting to know them. So I don't know if they're going to be my friend or not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that. You know, I'm not going into this just knowing that these motherfuckers gonna be my friend. Like, that's just the truth of the matter. Like, I'm not going into it, you know, knowing that. But you know, I just want to try and make an effort into getting to know these people, because the newbies that I have met, I've met all of the newbies already on the CNATL, and all of them seem to be really, really nice. They are respectful towards me, and I ain't got no smoke with none of them. So, you know, some of them got smoke with each other, some of them got smoke with some of the OGs on the cast, but ain't nobody got no smoke with me, at least not that I know of, and it need to stay that way because ain't nobody got time for the bullshit. But other than that, you know, as far as the scene ATL, we are now into the 4th episode, going into the 5th, and it's really going well, you guys. Like, I'm not kidding you, I'm not playing, and they're not playing. Like, they already are trying to get the episodes edited already. Even though we're only at episode 4 going into the 5th, they're already getting prepared to start editing the episodes, doing our first round of confessionals. We may be doing like our cash shoot sometime in October. It's different. Like, they're really trying to get this show together the way that it was supposed to be last year. And I think the scene ATL drops in January, like right after the new year, like probably the week of New Year's. It's probably going to be out by the end. So I promise you guys, the CNAT of this season is going to be really, really good. The new cast members are definitely worth the wait. They are. And the quality is better. The sound is better. The looks, everything is better this season. So I can honestly tell y'all that. But y'all, before we get into anything, y'all, let me go ahead and let you guys know. Let me see what let me see what moderators are in here. I see Catherine, Ravine, Gabby, Universal Goddess. Let me see who else is in here. Norris. I see Tessa. What's going on, Tessa? I see the Jail Slayer, and I see Brandon. Okay, so y'all already know what to do. We at the 5-minute mark, but we got started a little bit late. Okay, but y'all know what to do. Time the people out if they're disrespectful. You ain't got to ban them, but time them out. And when you do time somebody out, or when you do decide, please don't let it be another moderator, because I don't know what happened with Harold last time, but somebody just hit him, and I don't know what happened with him. So don't do that again. But also make sure that the chat is lit up with fire. Make sure that everybody is engaging, and make sure that everybody's subscribing and liking the live video. There's Payne. I see him in here too. And let me tell y'all, the subscriber count is going up. The subscriber count is going up. I don't know where y'all coming from, where these people coming from, but the subscriber count is going up. And I really believe that we're going to hit that 60K before this year over with. You know, as long as prayers involved, we will get there. Okay. Now, y'all do know that we get into our goal is to hit 100 plus with every single live that we do. We're now at 97 people, so thank you guys for tuning in. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So tonight's Yes for the Mess is about Real Housewives of Atlanta. And y'all do know that the Real Housewives of Atlanta has been a topic of discussion all season. That's all we've been talking about over here at Scotty by Nature TV. And you know, normally I talk about every damn thing, but Housewives of Atlanta have been keeping me fed and been keeping everybody else fed too. Okay, we just got to be real about the situation. But there has been a lot of rumors going around about Nene coming back to the show and Shamea being fired from the show. And I must tell you guys that I laughed at these rumors from the very beginning because I knew they weren't true. I knew they weren't true. So before we get into Andy Cohen confirming everything, let's just talk about a few things. Now, I had heard some shit about this cast a minute ago. And when I say a minute ago, I'm talking about a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. So there were things that I had heard about that I wasn't sure if I could repeat. You feel what I'm saying? But let me see. So I had heard, this is what I can say. What I had heard from my source, which is a very trusted source, which has been my source for the longest, which is hey Sammy, which is the same source that's been giving me all this tea about Married to Medicine and Housewives of Atlanta. They've always been correct. I have to always let that be known before I give you guys this tea. But they had already said to me that, you know, there were some people that already had a confirmed spot on this show. There was already certain people that already had a confirmed spot before they even started talking about contracts and shit was going out. There were certain people that already was solidified already. Now, I ain't at liberty to say who was, you know, the one of the people that was solidified already, but there were some people that was already fucking solidified. So that's why when I heard about the rumors about, you know, Shamea being fired, I thought that was hilarious because I knew that was a lie from the very beginning. Like, I thought that was fucking hilarious because ain't nobody said nothing about Shamea getting fired. And I know that if Shamea was getting fired, they would have been dropped that on me. But what y'all don't know is, now this is what was told to me in regards to Shamea. Now, y'all do know that they just did the 20th anniversary of Housewives. Y'all know the Ultimate Girls Trip is on the way. And y'all do notice that Shamea wasn't at the anniversary. We do know that, right? So there's a reason why. Now, according to this source of mine, and this is all alleged, I ain't gonna say, you know, that it's in the Bible or, you know, it's the gospel, but my source is normally right. Now, from what I was told, Nene was aware that Portia was blocking Shamea from being at the anniversary. You know what I mean? And that was pretty much suggested that. That's why Shamea wasn't there, because Portia didn't want her there. So that goes to show you that this girl actually do, you know, have a whole lot of pull some kind of way. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so that explains why she wasn't at the Ultimate Girls Trip, because it's like, well, Shamea is a current housewife. Why wouldn't she be there? You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, but I'm not saying that this is true. I ain't saying it's in the Bible. I'm just telling you what was told to me, and I've been knowing that. Now, I ain't say nothing about it at all, but you know that I've known this for quite some time now. I've known this. Let me see that boy Chan. Scotty, you got this. 100K is coming to people waking up and not sleeping on you any longer. Oh, thank you. I appreciate all of the support. I really do. But yes, so that's what I had heard. Now, I did hear that Portia was blocking Shamea from being a part of the Housewives anniversary. I did hear about that. But I knew that the lies about Shamea being fired was hilarious, because here's the thing. Y'all cannot like Shamea all y'all want to, but she was a big part of the season. And they would be crazy to get rid of the main source of the damn drama. And on top of that, people were so excited about this news that they was even bringing up, well, you know, she put a cease and desist on Angela. So, you know, Bravo don't like that girl. Candy had a cease and desist on Portia, and she still stayed on the show. Y'all gotta remove y'all dislike for folks and really think about the bullshit that's really going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the cease and desist don't make nobody get fired. If that's the case, Candy would have got fired after season 9 for pulling that cease and desist out on Portia. She would have got fired then. So I just feel like y'all are crazy if you really believe that they're going to get rid of Shamea. And just like I said before, Andy has been gushing over this season 17 cast from the very beginning. I really did not feel like he was going to fire anyone off this cast. I didn't see him firing anybody because let's be for real. We could talk about the ratings all day, but live ratings are not what they used to be for anybody. Everybody's shows are down across the board. Like, streaming is where it's at. And as I've told you guys before, I have not had cable in 10 years. Literally 10 years. I have not had cable in 10 years. I've been streaming my shit. I've been using Philo. I've been using Sling. I've been doing all of that for the last 10 years. And I watch all my shows on live with everybody else on Sling and Philo. Like, all of that. So even though the live ratings are low or whatever, the social media engagement is where it's at. The show has been trending every single week. Like, my timeline be clogged with RHOA shit all week up until the next episode comes on. So y'all really believe that they're going to get rid of this cast? You got to be out of your mind. And one thing that I don't like about Housewives fans is this right here. Okay, this is what I don't like about Housewives fans. Soon as they don't like somebody, they're calling for them to get fired. And I don't understand why y'all do that. Just because y'all don't like somebody don't mean they need to be fired. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I just feel like they'll be crazy to get rid of Shamea. I mean, if you watch the scene ATL, regardless of how people felt about JT on there, they would be kind of crazy to drop her. She started out of bullshit. So you need somebody to start the bullshit. You need somebody to carry the show. You need somebody to do all of that. And sometimes you need your pot stirs. But the thing about the situation with Shamea is that she doesn't stand on her shit. And that is the biggest issue that I have with Shamea, is that she don't stand on anything. And I just feel like at the end of the day, if you're going to be who you say you are, then baby, you need to be standing in your mess. That's just the truth of the matter. You just need to stand in your mess. You said something about going into your villain era, then go into your villain era. Stop all this crying. Stop all this apologizing. Stop all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you need to quit doing it. And I'm still Team Shamea. No matter what I'm saying right now, I'm still Team Shamea all the way through. Ain't nobody gonna me. But I just need for her to stand in it. Like, stop acting like a fucking victim. You know what's up? Why we doing that? Now, when it come down to Nene, I wish people would just let that shit go. Constantly begging for Nene to come back to this show. And I'm just like, girl, leave it be. Would Nene even fit on this show? And the thing about Nene is that if she came back on this show, she'll be somewhere trying to remove certain people. She'll be one of the people to just, tell what she need to go. She need to go. She need to go. She need to do this. She need to do that. She need to do this. Or she need to go. Whatever. You know how Nene is. She always, putting her opinions in there. And if she feel like somebody needs to go, she gonna make it clear that they need to go. And I don't need nobody on the show that wants to change up the damn cast, because we didn't have way too many cast changes over the last couple of years, and I'm sick of that. And that'd be the problem with a lot of these shows. They can't stick to one fucking cast. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, no, because she gonna think she bigger than the program. The same way y'all think that K. Michelle think that she's bigger than the program on this show. That's the exact same way Nene gonna act when she bring her white ass on this show and act like she is bigger than the goddamn program. That's what she gonna act. And that shit is gonna turn me off with Nene, because there was a time where Nene could not do no wrong in my eyes at one point. Like, there was a time where Nene could not do no wrong. But by the time we got to like season 6, season 7, that's when Nene started irking me, and I couldn't stand Nene no more. Why? Even though I couldn't stand her, she could still make me laugh at certain moments because her delivery is hilarious. But Nene don't need to come back on this show. And I'm just tired of everybody begging for this lady to come back. Why the fuck do we need Nene back on this show? What is she going to give us that she ain't gave already? We in a new era. Let Portia, Phaedra, unfortunately, Angela, Drew, Shamea, K. Michelle, Kelly, and Pinky run this show. They're doing a decent job with that. Let them do their thing. This group found their footing as a group, as a friend group already. Let them do their thing. And my thing is this: why do y'all want Nene to come back to Housewives? Why can't she do something else? Why she got to come back to the Housewives? Like, why she can't do nothing else? And then another thing too, just like Too Feisty said, not liking people is not a good reason to fire them. That is absolutely true. But I will say that the only person that I don't like and I feel like is a good reason for them to be fired is Georgia Prune. But Georgia Prune ain't got no job, so it really don't matter. Everybody fired on Love and Hip Hop because there is no Love and Hip Hop anymore. So if you want to talk about not liking somebody being a reason to fire them, I will always say fire Georgia Prune. Always. But she ain't got no job anyway at this point, so it's done. But yeah, I'd never ever agree with firing people just because you don't like them. Like with Britt Eady, for instance. I never wanted her fired. I never wanted her fired. I think that she would have been a good villain for the show. She showed her potential towards the end, but she ruined it for herself by suing Bravo and that shit that happened with Kenya. I just felt like if Kenya would have stayed on the show with Britt, we would have had a classic feud between Kenya and Britt Eady. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I never wanted her to be fired. That's just me, though. The Prune still got her boutique. Yeah, she still got that boutique, but Frost Bistro is shut down. I walked past there a couple of weeks ago when I was going to film because we were filming somewhere over there in that area, and I was walking. I had gotten off the train and I had walked past. I said, "Oh, Frost Bistro closed," because that's what it looked like to me. Okay, but I don't know, but like I said, even the people that I don't like on this show, because I don't like Angela, I don't like Portia, and I don't really care for Cynthia right now. So, and I don't like Phaedra. So, even though I don't like any of them, they can still come back to the show. Although I do think that Phaedra is not needed for this show. I'm like, you feel what I'm saying? But that's just it. Scotty, we ain't wishing downfalls on anyone out here. I ain't wishing no downfall on nobody. How convenient you don't like all the Shamea ops. Why you mad? And I didn't say all of her ops because I didn't say I didn't like Drew. Let me see. Her storyline would have been bombed this season, especially with that lavender marriage or lack thereof of hers. That is very true, best friend. I would have loved to see how that would have turned out. No lie. I would have loved to see how that turned out. Like, I wanted to know what happened. Like, because she was acting like her and her husband were so in love with one another. And the next thing you know, they're getting a motherfucking divorce. I'm like, what the fuck going on here? So I guess that means that, I don't know. But I just, Let me see. Thank you for the $10, Brandon. I think I found you on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. I think I followed you too. I think I followed you back. I think I did. But they divorced now, ain't they? I don't know if they're fully divorced yet or if they're just going through, the situation of, getting their divorce final. But I don't know if it's final or not, child. Don't make me lie. Let me see. Scotty natural. Oh, absolutely. The only thing that ain't natural is my teeth. I got my teeth done, but that's just the only thing. And you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but why do people get fillers in their face? Is it to like keep you from like the wrinkles and shit? I don't like that filler look. I just don't. And I have never wanted to get fillers or anything put in my face. I just never have. I got a big ass nose, but I've never wanted to get my nose done. Like I don't know. I know fillers and nose jobs have nothing to do with what we're talking about, but hey, it is what it is. What do I know? That skin sagging. Who's skin sagging? But yeah, Scotty, you are truly amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all just showing me so much love tonight. Oh, y'all just showing me so much love tonight. I'm supposed to be asleep, but y'all showing me so much love tonight, and I really do appreciate that. Like, I really do. Black people do not need nose jobs. It looks horrible. Child. Not everybody's nose job be looking bad though. There's some people that got good doctors. I don't know. But anyway, let me stay on topic. But anyway, but yeah, I never thought that Nene was coming back. I just don't think she needs to come back. I mean, they gave her moment with the whole 20th anniversary situation. Oh, hold on, y'all. They're giving me and Bando information about filming Friday. But yeah, so I never wanted her to come back after all this stuff because I just feel like it's been a long time and we just need to just leave well enough alone and just let it go. Like seriously, like let Nene be in the past. You feel what I'm saying? That's just like when people was asking Jocelyn to come back to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She didn't need to come back, to be honest. And I ain't never been no fan anyway, but that ain't the reason why I didn't want her to come back. I just felt like she's already made it past Love and Hip Hop. They're just like when K Michelle kept coming back. Like, girl, why the fuck you keep coming back? Like, it ain't no need for you to be back here. So just let Nene move the fuck on and do what she do. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna go ahead and get into we're gonna go ahead and get into what Andy Cohen had to say. Now, Andy Cohen came out and addressed these rumors about whether or not Shamea is coming back and fired and Nene coming back or not. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's listen to what Mr. Andy Cohen had to say. Let me take it off of mute.
There are a lot of casting rumors online which came out over the weekend. And I'm going to tell you that they're not true.
Why are they saying nothing?
And I am going to. You want a preview of next season of Atlanta? Look at this cast. This is the group, guys. I mean, we love this group. So, spoiler alert: we're very happy. There are a lot of casting rumors online which came out over the weekend, and I'm going to tell you that they're not true. And I am going to tell you that if you want a preview of next season of Atlanta, look at this cast. This is the group, guys. I mean, we love this group. So Spoiler alert, we're very happy.
So as you can see, Andy has stated that this is the group. This is the group. It's not changing. This is the group. And he will be a fool to change it. And some of y'all just gonna have to eat it. Like, I understand some of y'all don't like Shamea. Let's just go down the list, right? Let's just go down the list of everybody that's on this show. And I didn't really want to say anything until the reunion, but since Andy is talking about it, let's just go down this list of the people that's on this show and let's talk about why they need to stay and why they have staying power, right? So let's start off with Portia. While I don't think that Portia is the best anchor, I do think that she brings something to the show. I think that she's the perfect person to lead this new era of Housewives. So I think that she should stay. Now, everybody knows that I'm not a fan of Portia. We all know that. Oh, I forgot. I can't say that no more because folks gonna get all up in their feelings. But I don't think that she should go anywhere. I think that Cynthia is a good friend of the show. I would really prefer her be in a friend role. I don't really need to see Cynthia in like a Peach Holden form. I prefer her as a friend. I think she works better that way. Angela, not a fan of her or her nose, but I think that she is doing a good job on the show as the bone collector and the so-called read queen, because you need one of those. So I think that she does do what she needs to do as far as the group goes and shit like that. So I do think that Angela is a good asset to the show. Drew has been holding the show down for a mighty long time. There has not been any newbie with the same staying power as Drew since Kenya and Portia. So Drew was a slow burn for most people. I remember when she first came on the show, nobody was really feeling Drew and her hair and her clothes. They thought that she was cheap and broke down when she first came on. Nobody was really feeling Drew like that. I was indifferent to Drew, but I do think that she brings a little something to the show. I think that she's really grown into being a housewife. I do think that Phaedra is the weakest of all of the ladies on the show, to be honest. She doesn't do anything but this. Child. Everybody knows that a Southern Belle. I'm a sick girl, but today I'm a lawyer. Ooh, you got a big booty. That's all Phaedra does. That's all she do. But I mean, I guess she can stay, but I do think that Phaedra is the weakest. I do. I think that Phaedra is definitely the weakest link of everybody. Pinky. I was rooting for Pinky for the very beginning. I do think that nobody really wanted to give Pinky a chance, and I really do believe that a lot of it had to do with the way she looked. I'm sorry, but I do think it had a lot to do with that, because there was no reason for people to hate Pinky. But I love Pinky. I think that Pinky is funny. I think she's willing to show her real life, and I have no qualms about it. I have no qualms about her being here. I enjoy Pinky, and she stands her ground. She got her own mind, so I love Pinky. She should stay. Shamea. I think that Shamea deserves to be on this show. She's a housewife personified. She's exactly what a housewife is supposed to be. And hopefully, being that she's about to do a third season as a full-time housewife, I think that she needs to find her footing. I think she needs to lean more into who she is and what she has. I don't need another season of her crying over her friendship with Portia. I don't need another season of her arguing with Drew and Angela. But if she chooses to argue with Drew and Angela, she needs to stand her ground and not cry about it and not, cry foul all the time. Stand in your shit. Like, stand in your shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I do feel like Shamea should stay. No lies. No, because the season was about Shamea. We got to be honest. Like Shamea was the main focus of most people's storylines this entire season. And if you don't acknowledge that, and I just think that you're a big ass hater, honestly. Shamea was, the vocal point this season. Kelly. People find this garden gnome annoying. A lot of people find her annoying. But what I do appreciate about Kelly is that she ain't never scared. She ain't never scared to step up. She ain't never scared to call shit out. She was the one who asked, why did you take that lady husband? That's a question that everybody wanted to know. That's what a question that everybody needed to get. Well, Prophet, I mean, your girl Kenya did the same thing on her first season. She started a lot of issues with many other people on the cast, and she was the focus. So I guess you could relate to that, right? But anyway, I think that Kelly is a good cast member. You can find her annoying all you want to, but I do think that she stands in her shit. I do. I really do. K. Michelle. Now, this is where it's non-negotiable for me. We already know this. I love K. Michelle. I will watch K. Michelle on anything she's on. I love K. Michelle. And I do think that K. Michelle's first half of the season was not the best. It was given, crazy the first half, but the second half, I think she found her footing. And I think that a lot of it had to do with Housewives is not the same as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's not the same. Like on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you bitches can have issues, y'all fight it out and never have to film with each other again. But on Real Housewives of Atlanta, when you got issues with somebody, you got to keep on filming with them. You feel what I'm saying? But I do think that she's good for TV. K. Michelle is good TV, regardless. I know that she fucked up her first half of the season, but I really do feel like she's a good contender for this show, and she's showing that she is. I don't care how anybody feels. I love K. Michelle. She can be problematic as hell at times. She can say some stupid shit at times. She can say shit that don't really mean shit at times. But I'm going to always, even when I disagree, even when I feel like what she's saying is not the business, I'm going to always root for K. Michelle every single time. I don't give a fuck. Call it bias, call it what you want to, but Kay is that girl for me. She's always been that girl for me since the very beginning. And here's the thing too that I need for people to understand. I didn't fall in love with Kay over a reality show. Like that's the thing that people got to understand. I was a fan of K. Michelle's music before she became a reality star. Like I've been following Kay since 2009. I've met this woman several times. I talked to this woman on the phone before. This lady follows me on social media. She knows exactly who I am by name. She knows who I am by face. She knows exactly who the fuck I am. So at the end of the day, I do feel as though I do. So that's why my opinion will always be what it is when it comes down to her. Now, let's not act like I ain't never called K. Michelle out on her shit. Why would anybody ask me if I bought her new single? Anytime K buys a song, anytime K drops a song, I buy it. No, I never stream it. I buy it every time. So y'all know I bought that song. Y'all know I did. But I've always called Kay out on her stuff. I did it several times this season. So that's just the fact of the matter. Y'all already know that. But sometimes people can't, oh my God, he's so biased. People don't know what the fuck bias mean. Let me tell y'all something. People love to call, I said this on Twitter. People love to call you biased when your opinion does not align with theirs. And then when your opinion don't align with theirs, they want to say that a bitch paying you. I said this on my Candy video the other day. Folks swear up and down. Folks swear up and down that Candy pays me for my opinions. And that's the reason why I got a fucking interview with her. Like, girl, what? No. I was chosen for the interview. After I dragged her about her not having no damn, no damn generator at her restaurant. Even after I was dragging her on Candy in the Game, I got a damn gift basket from them. They don't give a fuck about that. They don't take this shit that seriously. They recognize the work and they support us. That's just what it is. But I ain't never got no check from nobody. Ain't nobody never paid me a motherfucking thing to say shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I get love from these reality stars all the time. Even the ones that I drag, I still get love from them. They still like me. Word on the streets that Letitia likes me, but girl, bye. Miss Wanda, for instance, don't y'all know, when I was doing Love and Marriage Huntsville, I was dragging the shit out of Wanda before I did my interview with her. And even after, she was aware that I was dragging her. Had no problem with watching my videos. I interview people that I don't like. Remember Melody Cherie? She's forgettable. But I would have interviewed her if she wanted me to. Like, I don't have a problem with interviewing people that I don't like, because this is a job. Like, this is a part of what I do. Like, it's about my audience at the end of the day. It's not even about me interviewing somebody just because they're my favorite. No, this is for my audience. If this is what my audience want me to do, then I'm going to try to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So people be getting me twisted all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people stay getting me twisted. Period. So, the only interviews that I did that I felt was like, for me, was like the Sharissa interview, because I love Sharissa and I think that she doesn't get her fair shake. I interviewed Sharissa. I interviewed Keisha Cole's brother. I interviewed Double D, the boy that beat up his daddy at the graduation. Like, them people. Shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I do shit because it's good for the channel. And I do shit for the sake of the Scotty Gang. I do shit for you guys, because y'all the ones that's watching me. Like, shit, Bad Boys is coming to a close. Their reunion came out yesterday. Bando told me it was good this morning, but I need to watch it so I can do a review. Shit, might interview these motherfuckers. Who knows? I don't know. It is what it is. But that's about it though. So the truth of the matter is, Nene ain't coming back and Shamea not fired. And Andy Cohen told y'all that she ain't fired. So y'all can keep y'all need to just like not do your stand. A stand of who? Mixmaster 29. Who am I a stand of? Definitely biased. Okay, so if that's the case, why are you here? Why are you here then? That be my thing, y'all. They stay coming up in here. You're biased, you're a stand, you're this, you're that, but you're here listening to me. Like, crazy. Talk about delusional. Scotty B, we need some merch. We do. We definitely do. We do. I'm actually trying to work on it while I'm trying to work on this book and podcast all at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me see. Thank you for the AdSense. That's all I can say about it. Like, I'm at a point in time where I don't give a fuck about people being mad about my opinions. Like, the Portia fans be mad, the Melody stands be mad. They gonna watch me anyway, so it don't even matter. Like, they can unsubscribe, subscribe, all they want to, but they still gonna watch. So it is what it is. And them hoes was jumping my good Jada, but he still, hey, don't tell me I want to watch it. I'm probably finna watch it right now, as a matter of fact, because I'm finna get up off of here. But tomorrow, y'all, we gonna talk about what's her name? Sydney Star. We gonna talk about Sydney Star tomorrow. I can't stand Sydney Star. I ain't never been a fan of Sydney Star. It's always been fuck Sydney Star over here. So we gonna get into that tomorrow. Because if I had time to, if I had time to, I would have talked about it today. But I'm definitely gonna talk about Sydney Star tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow we are doing the Whether You Like It or Not panel again for the reunion looks. And we will be right there at Josiah's page tomorrow. So go check it out. Roasted Review may be here Wednesday. I'm not sure. And y'all do know that the Chaser panel has not been active over the last 2 weeks, but that's only because the episodes have been late. So that's the only reason why they have not been, we haven't done a Chasing panel after, over the last 2 weeks because of the episodes being late. Now, if it wasn't for us having to do the Whether You Like It or Not panel tomorrow, I would have did the Chasing panel on a special episode of the Chasing panel for episodes 3 and 4 so we can get them out the way and then do 5 on Thursday. But I got to deal with the cards that I've been dealt, honey. I got to do it. But be on the lookout for that Chasing panel whenever we do it. And I'm gonna do songs that were problematic this week. I'm trying to figure out which song I'm gonna do, and what else am I gonna do? Me and DJ, we haven't picked which album we're gonna review yet, but I'm gonna try to have us review an album this week if I have time. And probably tomorrow, in addition to us talking about Sydney Star tomorrow, we're probably gonna talk about the Bad Boys reunion too. Because my Igna cup is getting full by Bad Boys. Because Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives gone, and I need my Igna cup to be filled, and they are doing it. So I think that's it. So another thing too, I just got my edits back for my second book. I got my first round of edits, and baby, my publisher knows how to bring my work to life. Okay, she knows how to bring my work to life. Okay, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so it is what it is. When is Who Was Wrong coming back? That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out who I want to do it with this time. Y'all know I don't like to repeat the same guests for Who Was Wrong. So I'm trying to see who do I want to work with and what do I want to do Who Was Wrong for? Do I want to do it as reality TV show beefs, or would I do Who Was Wrong for scripted series? Trying to figure that out. But if I do it for scripted series, I can recycle the people that I work with already, right? So that's what I do. But it gotta be between whether or not I want to do scripted feuds or reality feuds. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But y'all do know we're gonna get a Who Was Wrong-esque type video soon, because me, Sakina, Tammy, and T, we're going to talk about the game. We're going to go down memory lane about the game. And I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to see. I can't wait for us to do that. But, however, y'all, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. As I said before, you guys do be sending me cash apps, and I'm just letting y'all know my notifications for my cash apps are now working. I never get notified whenever I get cash apps, but thank you guys for sending them though. Thank y'all for sending me the cash apps. Continue to send them if you ask me, but thank you guys for sending them. I really do appreciate it. I don't want that to go unnoticed. Like sometimes I go on my cash app and I look and I'm like, where does money come from? But this is coming from my people. So thank you guys for that. Okay. Thank you guys for supporting me 100%. We're going into 16 years, y'all. In 2 months, this channel will be 16 years old. Like, that's crazy. I will be doing YouTube for 16 years in October. That's crazy. I'm a vet in these streets, honey. But y'all, I'm out of here, y'all. I will see you guys on the next video. I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. Bye, y'all.